Hi there, I'm Grace from Gray's Outdoors. This is my first YouTube video. Today I'm in the beautiful area of Surrey, South England, and I'd like to invite you to come and have a walk with me and a wild camp with me. I don't profess to be any expert, but I would be interested in your comments and any advice you've got, and hope you just enjoy this lovely evening with me. The sun's almost down, so I hope I've got enough light to give you guys some footage. But anyway, whatever I do, I hope to give you some good time. Enjoy. Let's get going. As you can see, walked up a bit of a hill between the grapevines. And quite a bit of a hill to go. Let's get walking. As you can see, quite a steep hill ahead of me, and the sun's behind the trees, so it's gone a little bit darker, but very beautiful, very beautiful. Those are the Surrey Hills. So if I didn't mention it, Surrey Hills in the county of Surrey in the south of England. Very beautiful area. It's still winter now. It's actually coming towards the end of February, but we've had some really great weather. So we've got 12 degrees today, which is very abnormal. Should be much cooler than that. Been walking for about half an hour now, a little bit out of breath, done the hill behind. See if we can see it. It's a little bit overexposed. There you are. So come right from the bottom there in the valley, all the way to the top, half an hour. Carrying on, the woodland's very steep behind me and very steep below me. So, whoa, let's carry on and see what happens. Just come across a fallen birch, silver birch, so I think I'll see if I can get some of the bark, so we at least have some tinder for tonight. Yeah, I reached the top of the hill now. It's been an hour since I started walking. I'm in a forest and a lot of silver birch around, a lot of oak trees around, and yeah, looking for something flat, secure, away from any public. See if I set something up. Hi there, I found myself a spot deep in the middle of a forest, surrounded by trees. You can see it's already quite dark in the forest, but I'll take you around, show you what I've got. But the first thing we do, and I've lugged it all the way up here, is put up a chair. So let's just have a look at what we've got here. So I've managed to get my gloves out, put my chair up. Always good to get the chair out first. It's something we always do when we do family camping. Before we get the tent out, chairs out and take a seat. So I'm using it as my table at the moment and my collection point. Cleared away all these twigs that were in my way and causing a safety issue with poking in the eyes. So I've managed to get rid of all these twigs that were really at eye level and opened my spot up a bit, which looks quite nice. So let's see if I can get something down. Morning there. Difficult to smile in the morning, but it was quite a long cold night, and just got myself some coffee on the boil. It's about 7 o'clock in the morning. The birds are starting to sing, which is quite nice, but it's still dark, so I'll come back to you once the light returns to the forest. Morning. Well, I know the lights are coming from the back, but I'm going to have to wrap it up and start things down. But I did just want you to see my setup. It's kind of a, I suppose you could call it a trapezoid, triangle setup. Ridge line through the trees. Just pulled out in two places to give me a bit of room at the back, and inside is my sleeping area, and part of the tarp actually tucks under, so which gave me a little place to put my valuables on the other side of me, just in case, I suppose. Over here was my cooking section. Had a little fire here, which I'm about to clean up. Just made myself a cup of tea there on the Primus, not a morning fire. And that was my view this morning. So, time to wrap up. See if I can. This is my ground sheet. It's cut from a piece of window insulation cling film made by Duck brand. It weighs 113 grams and it's actually for my little tent, and I'm using it for my ground sheet as well. I'll put the link in the descriptions below. That's done. It's just the ground sheet. Cheers, nice hot cup of coffee. Tent pegs I find always full of mud. I don't know if there you are. I always give them a clean before I stick them back, just to keep things tidy, and also just to keep things light, I suppose. They can go back in the bag. Always take the middle where the carabiners are and tie two lengths, one from each side. Just makes it easier for me. Anyway, that's the way I do it. Filming the whole thing on my iPhone, it's quite incredible. I've got a little cigarette size charger which I'm just charging up at the moment, just to give it some extra power. But it's actually not been too bad at all. Obviously the lighting is an issue at night, because I don't have any lights except a torch. Just finishing off the water. It's nice not to have to carry 2.5 litres of water back with me, or food. If you're interested, this is an ever new 1.5 litre. Really quite nice. It even stands because it's got a gusset at the bottom. That's when it's full, that is. It comes with a little elastic band. You pop around, folds it up really nicely. My rubbish bag. And finally my chair, which I really must say was worth every ounce of lugging it up the hill. Will you look at that? It's even got a pocket for a drink in the side. Didn't know about it. In fact, both sides have got. We'll work out how this came out. We'll assume it did that. Looks about right. Wow, that fits in easy. Not like some of those bags you get. So that's it, all spick and span, hardly a place or evidence that I've been here. This was the opening that I decided not to camp in. I think it was a good idea. A little bit unlevel here. Walking up a hill, the back of the hill that I climbed yesterday to find the path, which is just above me. Bright and breezy, had my coffee this morning and a little bit of breakfast. Just got it going on the gas this morning, but yeah, easy. As you can see, it's a beautiful misty morning, and found the track. So it's over the top of the hill, down the other side. Should take me about 45 minutes to an hour in the car and home to the wife. Whew. Anyway, on we go. Quite a heavy mist up front. Can't see 50 yards in front of me, but going up the hill, so definitely the right direction. I do apologise for not showing you my setup and last night, but by the time I got there it was really late and dark, and I don't have any camera light facilities, so maybe on a future video, but for this one I did what I can. Anyway, just enjoying the morning air. And there's the sign. North Downs Way. So I suppose better turn left. Now the mist is starting to clear a little bit. You can see through the woodlands. Really beautiful. A lot of upturned trees here. Everywhere you look. Let's get back to the road. On my way down the hill, in the vineyards again. I just passed a park run. Not a bad place to do a 5k run on Saturday morning through the vineyards. Really nice. They're going up that way behind the vineyards. Oh, there, so it's 10 a.m. in the morning, and I'm reaching the end of my sneaky overnighter, if you want to call it that. A couple of learning points. It was actually really good fun. Didn't really sleep that well. I had some deer barking in the middle of the night. I think the small deer had lost their mum and had left and right barking at 2 o'clock in the morning. And I was a little bit cold. I think my 2-season snug pack softy sleeping bag, sorry about the cars, was a little bit cold for the weather. It must have been about 1 or 2 degrees last night. I managed to take my down coat. I put it, zipped it up and slipped my legs into it, so that did keep me warm. And then I was warm up on my body because I wear more sufficient clothes up there and a beanie, but my midriff was cold. I think the learning point there was probably a different top configuration, maybe a closed up one would help in that situation. Something a bit warmer. Also, I think I took too much food, which was a little bit heavy, but still alright because it was only about an hour and a half walk. So yeah, a little bit of learning points there. It's always good to take something with. Otherwise, a really beautiful walk and a nice night out. I think I'll go back to civilization and have a shave, shower and get going. Thank you very much for watching. I would appreciate any comments you have. Obviously this is my first solo overnighter and my first video, so give it a like for sympathy's sake, and yeah, I look forward to seeing you on something else. Have a great day and be safe out there. God bless.